So today I'm going to go and do a little spot of camping just down in the Galloway forest. I've been trying to do this for a while. I've not got as many miles on this bike as I was hoping to be honest with you. The weather has been gash if you live in Scotland, and you know it has been absolutely freezing and then storm blowing and all that kind of stuff, and it's not been lovely. It wasn't great last year either, so at least it just continues on. Hopefully we get a nice toasty year this year. I do want to apologise as well. It's possible right now that you're getting a lot of snap, crackle and pop coming from the microphone. I hope not. Last time I heard it, it was like a over 50s yoga class at a Kellogg's factory. So hopefully it's not as bad as that this time, otherwise I will be re-recording all of this and other things on some better quality equipment. But yeah, I'm just going to plod along now, get us along near the Galloway forest, further away from the shop, and then start chatting over the shit at you again. So yeah, this is where the road kind of goes off the main road bit. I think it's about 10 miles to the Galloway forest from here. It's a nice little road when it's dry. I'm just taking it easy today, footling along. The sun has been out a few times, it's nice to see, and I'm hoping it's going to stay like this for a bit. The forecast did say I should be getting a few spells of sun, mainly clouds. I was trying to pick where to put my tent based on whether I'm going to get a good sunrise or a good sunset, and it does look like I'm going to get neither. I'm not going to see the stars either, but that's cool. I'm just looking forward to getting my tent set up and just chilling out. If you like camping, you get it. If you don't like camping, this whole thing probably seems like an absolute torturous waste of time to you. You know that thing where you moan about there being no sun forever, and then it comes and it's just like, it's blinding you and you can't see a thing going into every corner. Yeah, that. So here I am, folks. I've got my wee campsite for the night. Lovely little spot. Sorry I didn't catch more of the ride here on the kind of more traily bits. Wasn't doing anything silly anyway. I'm just going to get my tent and everything set up, go and find a lot of firewood. I actually thought, I always pick my spots by just going on Google Maps and going, that looks good. This looked like it was in a bit more of a foresty area. There is a bit over there, so I'll have to head over to there and dig some of that out. So gonna go and do that now, so I don't freeze to death in the night. have to admit I was hoping for a bit more kind of fallen wood at the moment after the recent storms. The trees around here, they're all pretty young and quite springy, and I'm going to leave them that way. I'm going to touch those, but it just means I'll be working a little bit harder to find the wood. So as my man John says, you get a heat when you find it and you get a heat when you burn it. That's more like it. This boy couldn't handle the storm. We have fire. Got it going in the end. The wood is absolutely soaking here, so I don't think it's going to be the best fire all night. I've got a nice wee steak here I'm wanting to cook, but yeah, hopefully if I can dry out enough wood and keep it going, great. There was meant to be a bit more of a breeze here tonight, which I wasn't looking forward to, and actually now it would be really good for keeping the fire going. Like I say, it looks absolutely fine, but trust me, it's been an absolute ball ache getting it to this point, and the wood is soaking, so I'm hoping those little bits sitting next to it are going to dry out enough, and we'll be okay for the rest of the night. I'm not too hopeful for Mr. Chunky Boy over here, but you never know, fingers crossed. But yeah, more importantly, I've got my first can of McEwen's on the go. Cheers to Jerry. If you ever come down to the shop, you will see Jerry from time to time. He's a McEwen's drinker, just like me, and he's a fucking legend. I was just going to have a little bit of a rant there about winter. It's one of those funny things, we moan about it all the time as bikers. You know, we've got salt on the road, it's dark, it's cold, it's wet, it's miserable, it's slippy, it's horrible, and it is rubbish compared to summer. But actually today's been okay. You know, we're in February now, so we're kind of heading towards the end of winter, heading into spring at least. In theory, you know, we quite often still get a lot of snow in March, April. But yeah, I think in terms of this kind of coming camping and doing all this kind of stuff, if you've ever come to Scotland before and you're not a local, you're probably thinking there's something missing from this scene, and you'd be right. There's no midges. You don't get midges this time of year, and if you have ever experienced midges before, you'll know they can absolutely ruin a camping trip just by being wee nasty things. But yeah, not a single one anywhere, which is nice. Just a moon and Venus over there somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, as much as winter can be an absolute pain in the arse, it's also got a few benefits. Not many, but a few. You want to be nice and toasty, get yourself a big old poncho. I got this one in India just before I went up Mount Triund. It's absolute hippie nonsense. I certainly wouldn't generally wear it around town, but camping and that kind of stuff, it's great, and it fits because it's a great big poncho. You can chuck it over the top of a bike jacket, so if you get freezing cold, you can chuck it over that as well. Really enjoying that moon. And there he is. There's Uranus. That's Venus. Really annoyed I didn't bring any salt to season the steak, but a nice garlicky oniony start will at least pack it full of flavour. It's got to be Malbec if it's steak, isn't it? Bit of blue cheese, mushrooms, pepper,
and I think I went for a ribeye. Do you like a bit of ribeye? Yummy, yummy. There he is. Yeah, so that was a great wee bit of steak. If I do say so myself, I wish it was seasoned, I wish it was rested, but that is pedantry. At the end of the day, it was absolutely delicious. It's really hard for you to see anything right now, but actually it's a really nice moonlit night. I'm just sitting out here with my even the fire looks pathetic. It was actually kind of nice and hot for a while there. No, I'm fairly enjoying my little quiet night to myself, just enjoying a couple of fine ales and a glass of wine and some fine food. But yeah, I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon. Just get an early night and get up early and go home, and then go back to selling you bikes. See you on Tuesday. There he is again. Yeah, I am off to bed, and this is another fantastic thing about camping in winter. In summer, you've always got that thing, the sun doesn't set till like forever. Like in the middle of June, July, it's like, honestly, it's like 12 o'clock, it's 11:30 or something like that. It's still light. And then you get woken up really early by the sun. Whereas this time of year, it's as dark as it can be right now. Like I said, the moon's pretty bright tonight, which has been lovely. But it's certainly dark enough, cold enough that I'm going to bed, 9:15, and I'm all snuggly and cozy. I've got a good sleeping pad here. It's actually really comfy, and I've got the nice sound of the waves lapping out there, and yeah, I am looking forward to a good snooze and a good ride home in the morning. So see you then. Bye bye. Good morning. That wasn't too bad actually. It's not the warmest night's sleep I've had, but it certainly wasn't freezing cold. Pretty comfy too. It was fine.